wow. We've got video playing in the, we've got some background music playing too. Um, okay, we're good. Sorry guys. I'm having a little, I'm having audio come in through the other way. Welcome to the channel. We've got Claire here tonight. Let's get her in here.
Hello.
There
Glad
we go.
to be back.
I did an audio thing so I would hear myself, and then I forgot that I put it up there. So then I started hearing myself, and I was like, why am I hearing myself?
I know how you feel. That happened to me a few weeks ago.
Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. We've been, we had a live last night that I did with Mike and Aaron on their channels and on my channel, but we were gone for 2 weeks. So we have, we don't have that many more bobble picks. We've had a slowdown on the bobble picks. And to be fair, we have had some people send in some bobble picks and some shoops. And how do I say this? We can't use them. If you put Dave Miscavige, we can't use the shoops. If you put Dave Miscavige in a coffin, or you drop bombs on him, or you set him on fire, anything like that, we can't use those shoops. So
Yeah,
every week,
that's not why we're here. We're just trying to stop abuses. And
yeah, it's
people
okay to
being-
be fun, but we're not trying to blow anybody up or set anybody on fire or anything like that. So, so we have every once in a while we have those come in, and sometimes they slip by Claire, and I delete them. But more often than not, they're just, we can't use those. As funny as some of them may seem to you, that's a little too much. So if you had a shoop and there's any way it can be misconstrued, and you didn't see it last week or the week before or whatever, or this week, that might be why.
And sometimes when I go to make the PDF, we have formatting issues and it's non-compatible. So occasionally that happens too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We do have a lot of good bobble picks, and we do have a ton of great shoops that came in. And we'll do the shoops. I mean, we'll do the bobble picks, and then we're going to do a Q&A. So if you got questions, if you got, we're going to try a new system tonight. We're going to do one super chat, and we're going to do one non-super chat. So we're going to do parody. Okay. We'll see how that works. We'll see how long that takes us to do. I'll try to do that as much as possible. And the super stickers are just super stickers. There's no parity between those and the other thing. We'll do a Q&A, and then at the end, we'll do the shoops. We'll do the David Miscavige shoops right before we're done. Real quick, though, we did an interview. Claire and I did an interview with a YouTube channel. I think it's called Indie Authors.
Yep.
And we did an interview. They broke it into 2 parts. The first part came out a few weeks ago, and I noticed that the second part came out. So I put a link to that in the description. It's sort of a rare video because Claire and myself have never really been interviewed in a long form interview style together. So there are a lot of things in that interview. I was listening to the part 2 today. There's a ton of things in there that we really have never talked about anywhere else. I'm not sure why. I guess just because of the way the format was, and also having both of us at the same time.
And it was also an interesting topic because it was the making of your book from both of our perspectives.
Yeah, and that's not something we really talk about.
No, we've never talked about it.
We never really ever talked about it. How I wrote it, how we put it together. So yeah, if you want to take a look at that, it's in the description. Also last night on one of the lives, I was talking about these videos that were produced about 10 years ago, and they were shot and edited, and the music and everything was all done by this guy named Tiziano. And they're actually pretty funny. And the other kind of crazy thing is that they're 10 years old. So you can see who was doing this kind of stuff 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And I think there's even some, I want to say in at least 2, maybe, well, actually in all of the videos I put a link to, there is a 10 years younger version of Mike Rinder in a lot of those videos. So
And a 10-year younger version of you.
Oh yes, this is true. I don't know if I'm in all of them. I think I might be in one or two of the videos. But and there's a crazy video of these private investigators following Mike Rinder around Hollywood, and they actually crash into him in the video. Like they have the PIs in their rental car crash into Mike in his rental car.
So evidently, contrary to what Katie Lohman says, Scientology does not make you a better driver.
Remind me who Katie Lohman is.
She's the chick that went on Andrew Gold show.
Oh, the Playmate. Yes. Awesome. Yes. Yeah, Katie the Playmate. Awesome. She said it makes you a better driver.
Yes, that's what
goodness.
We missed that reference in one of the shoops last week. It said something about SPs make you a better driver. It was a reference, a throwback to that Katie video that we just didn't get because honestly, I couldn't watch it. It was too much.
I watched some of it. Yeah,
I watched Aaron's review of it, his reaction video to it. That was easier because the rest, oh my gosh, it's just was making my brain explode.
There is a fair amount of nonsense in some of these videos.
A fair? That one was overloaded. That was like seriously too much.
Yeah,
how many lies can you tell yourself? Really?
I know. I mean.
Oh, and my favorite part of that video was when he said, "But what about if it's a cult?" She's like, "Well, if I find out it's a cult later, I'll be okay with that." I'm like,
"Oh yeah, that's
you've
right.
You've got to be kidding me."
Yeah, that was that's not going to age well, that video.
Oh no.
I think I don't know if Aaron's done anymore, but somebody CC'd me. People send emails all the time. By the way, guys, if there's I'm not trying to be mean or I'm not trying to be rude, but if something happens in the news about Depeche Mode, please don't send me an email. I get like 1,000 emails a day. And now that a whole new section of the internet found out that I like Depeche Mode, now I'm just getting news stories that I automatically get in my feed because I'm a super fan, or what the Depeche Mode super fans are called, devotees. Anyway, and that's a whole nother cult that I'm in, is the Depeche Mode fan cult. So I don't, please don't send me Depeche Mode emails. Unless, we did get one person who had some old Depeche Mode records from Germany that they weren't theirs, or they were just getting rid of them, and they sent them to me. I'll take that email all day, every day. But
I think you were on cloud nine for like a
I
month
was,
after that.
and I still it was such an amazing set of vinyl that this person had. They were all original pressings from Germany, and it was amazing. So those I will get. But if Depeche Mode if there's an article in the New York Times about Depeche Mode, do not email that to me. I know about it, and I have read it, and blah, blah, blah. Okay, being said...
should we take a minute to give a shout-out to all the many people here from all over
I'm
the place?
seeing we've got a lot of people in the comments that
so
are...
awesome.
Did you star any of them?
No, but...
I'll just read through them.
Yeah.
Well, I can't read through them because there's thousands of them.
Ontario, Canada.
Oh, where people are from. Yeah, I'll put that in the beginning.
Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Colonel Brock says he's an actual colonel. Colonel Brock, I am an actual colonel. Is that a colonel in his thumbnail? Oh, no, that looks like Keith Richards. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Colonel. I don't know what this is in. Don't leave a margarita anywhere near the guy. I hope that's not talking about me.
We must be missing a conversation, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe a few conversations. Might even be missing a Colonel conversation.
I have seen these.
Be warned. These
food things are getting out of control. Anhata says, Marc sucks the pimentos out of green olives and puts them back in the jar. This cracker licking meme is just getting out of control. But
goodness.
Yeah, Marc Headley once ate a box of Rice Krispies and refilled it with actual rice. It's just like it's never ending now.
Maybe we need to make a book about
Yeah.
Marc Headley's pranks.
Yeah. Hey Osa, I have some yummy pizza for dinner. You can have some too if you contact the Aftermath Foundation and get the heck out of there. We're here for you.
Cassie. It's
Yeah.
Cassie.
There's so many people rooting for Scientologists in the outside world. It's kind of crazy. People are coming in. We've got somebody. I think somebody was watching from Ireland the other night.
Oh yeah, I think I saw one tonight too. I'll find it. Wyoming. Yeah. Anyway, we've had people from all over the place, which is amazing. Springfield, Ohio. Ventura County, where it's pouring down rain. Yay.
Yeah. Anyway, okay, awesome. Twin Cities. Let's see here. Yeah, Twin Cities. Oh, here's somebody who watched them. Lydia von Stretchclaw said the indie author videos were great. Well,
Nice.
thank you, Lydia.
Thanks for watching them.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Oh, here's a good one. Richie Pound. At Claire, ask Mark who's hotter, Jenny Linson or Angie Blankenship? Oh, Angie Blankenship in a second. I'm not a big fan of I was never a big fan of Jenny Linson, and Angie Blankenship was, I mean, as far as I had a great relationship with her. I didn't have any problems with her. So you know, a good personality will get you a long way. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah. So, I wasn't.
You speaking from experience with all your cracker licking?
Yeah. You think I got Claire because of my good looks? No, it's my cracking licking good personality.
He offered me a licked cracker
that
and had me at
wooed
that.
her. Okay, are we gonna do? Let me get. Why don't you go through and take a few? Find out where a few more people are, and I'm gonna.
Oh, we have someone here from Denmark.
Oh wow!
Nice.
Awesome.
Ontario, Canada. I said that one. Florida. Bellingham, Washington. Littleton, Colorado. Woohoo! Hello from Minnesota. Let's see here. Howdy from Kansas. Washington State, South Dakota. Let's see here. Oh yeah, and thanks for noticing my new camera. Somebody got a better camera.
Yeah. Claire, someone is asking you to check your email really fast. That's
Right
from
now?
Clara.
Oh, okay. Yes, ma'am. I'll get on it right away.
Someone is asking. Is it Clara? I can't. It won't let me. I'm gonna try to. It won't let me upload the bobblehead pics, Claire.
Oh, you want me to try? We can swap for a minute, and I can try from my end.
Yeah, just don't forget to delete that coffin one.
Okay. Oh, right. Good point.
It's Terry Perry Lux. Hi guys, glad you're all back. Thank you, appreciate it. Hey guys, large truck here. Do you have any stories when you serendipitously bumped into a Scientologist in public?
Yes.
We
Jenna
do.
Elfman.
Yes.
That was
Okay.
amazing.
You upload the bobblehead pics and I'll tell the Jenna Elfman story. Okay, thank you, large truck. That is a great one. Yeah, we just happened to run into Jenna Elfman of all people.
Actually, we have two really good ones.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
can I tell the Jenna Elfman one?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, so our children were having a birthday. It was in February. Our boys, all three of our boys are all born in February, 8 days apart. So we were having a joint birthday party between our two oldest ones
Who were turning 4 and 2.
There you go. They were turning 4 and 2. And we did it at a place in Los Angeles called Travel Town. Now, Travel Town is like a train park where we have old trains, locomotives, train cars. They have a small gauge railroad that has a small train that drives around on it. If you're a train enthusiast or a train hobbyist, Travel Town is the place for you. And it's in Griffith Park in Los Angeles. And you can, I don't know if you can still do it, but this was more than 10 years ago. And you could rent an entire train car for a birthday party, for a kid's birthday party. And you bring your cake, and they have tables and chairs and all the accoutrement of a birthday party. And you have a birthday party in there. So our boys are having a birthday party, and all our friends and the kids' friends are all there having their party. And one of the moms goes off to the restrooms, and she comes back and she goes, "You'll never guess who I just saw in the restroom." And we're like, "Oh, who?" She goes, "Jenna Elfman." And I said, "No way." And she goes, "Not only that, but she followed me all the way back here, right near where the party was. There were some picnic tables outside of the train car, just in the grass there. And I looked out the window, and sure enough, there's Jenna Elfman sitting there with her two. I think it was one or two children at the time. I can't remember. It was Jenna Elfman and company, but they were kids. And then I said, "Oh, let me go grab a book." I just happened to have a book in my car. So I went to my car, grabbed a book. I think it was a hardback. I don't know.
Yeah, it was. Don't
remember that part, but I'm pretty sure I gave her a hardback. Anyway, I sat down next to her, and because I had shot Jenna Elfman, I'm pretty sure gotten into Scientology through her boyfriend, Bodie Elfman. And Bodie Elfman is the nephew of Danny Elfman of Oingo Boingo fame. And Danny Elfman's brother is Bodie Elfman's dad. And I think Bodie Elfman's dad was also in a band with, was maybe in another band, or I don't remember. Either way, he was a musician. How about that? Maybe Bodie's dad was also a musician, like his uncle, Danny Elfman. Anyway, Jenna Elfman was a TV actress at the time. I don't know if she's still working or if she's doing stuff. I think she had a podcast where she was saying inappropriate things. But regardless, I had shot, I had shot a bunch of Scientology videos with Bodie. Bodie appeared in the internal training videos that they would show in the organizations, and ads and event videos, stuff like that. So I sat down at the table with my book, and I faced the book down on the table, and I said, "Hey, I know Bodie. My name's Marc, and I used to work at Golden Era Productions, and I've shot a bunch of videos with Bodie. Tell him I said hi." And then I said, "I really think I would be doing a disservice if I didn't give you this book." And I said, "I really hope you enjoy it, and good luck, and have a good time with your kids." And then I just left. I just walked away. Now, my dad actually videoed this. He was standing just like a few feet away videoing this whole thing. As I was walking away, the reason I know this is because I watched the video, but as I was walking away, she picks up the book and looks at it, and it's blown for good, behind the iron curtain of Scientology. She goes, "Hey, wait a minute. Come get this." And I just kept walking, and I just walked right back into the party, and we kept having our kid's birthday party, and we're opening presents and eating cake and taking pictures and all that good stuff. Anyway, but that was Jenna Elfman. Okay, who's the other person?
The other one was when we were at the grocery store in Burbank, and we ran into all those ESSA members, and then they...
Oh my gosh, that's right. We have run into Sea Org members.
Or
the time when we were at the hot dog place. Yes. Yeah. So I'll tell the shoe crew one. The people at the supermarket was kind of lame. Yeah. They actually, when we met them at the supermarket, they were running away from us in the supermarket. Like as soon as they saw us, they got a panic look on. They knew it. There was people that were from Golden Era Productions that were in Los Angeles. We think for medical reasons, like they had to go to a doctor or a specialist or something. And there was 3 of them, and they had gone to this place. And then we think they were just at the store on the way back. They were just picking something up, but they just happened to go into a store right near where we lived. And it was a store that we shopped at. So sucks.
And they were people that I worked with very closely. So there was not like any moment of non-recognition, they immediately knew who we were.
Yeah, and I want to say one of them actually did some hate videos about me on the website, Crystal.
Oh, you're right. And another one was Melissa Feshbach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she do a hate video too?
No, but she was one of those people that was there.
Anyone, one of the famed Feshbach, Scientology Feshbachs. Anyway, so they just ran away from us. But we went to, we actually went to a hot dog place in Toluca Lake, which is like right near Burbank in Los Angeles. And we used to live in Toluca Lake for a while. Then we lived in Burbank. And there was a little hot dog stand place that was in Burbank or Toluca Lake. And it's right like down the street from a Bob's Big Boy. Anyway, we were driving down the street and I see the Golden Era Productions is the studio, the Scientology studio that I used to work for and produce films and videos and all that stuff at. And they have these gold and blue vehicles, and they're all painted exactly the same. They're the exact same blue and the exact same gold, and all of their vehicles are painted this exact color scheme. And I'm driving down the street, and with Claire and our kids, at least at that time we had 2 boys, right?
Yep, that's right.
Okay, so we had 2 children, and we were driving down the street in our Ford Explorer. And I see the Golden Era Productions shoot crew truck. And I was like, oh my goodness, we got to see who's here. And we pull over and they're shooting at this little hot dog stand. They're shooting some kind of video or whatever. I don't know. And so we pull around, we go in the parking lot and I roll down the window and I go, hey, and I start calling their names out and they start coming over. And this is did I have a book out at that time?
Yes.
Yeah. So I'd already written a book about Scientology and done videos and films and traveled to Germany. I mean, I was a very, very obvious suppressive person in Scientology's eyes. And these guys had no clue. They didn't know anything. So they keep coming up to the car and talking to me, and I'm asking them questions and they're telling me stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, are we in the Twilight Zone? Do these guys not know that I'm an SP? And then I want to say someone who escaped after this told us that they couldn't tell all these people that I worked with that I had escaped because they'd want to escape. Mm-hmm. So they told the Sea Org members that Claire and I were on a special project at CST.
Of all places.
Yeah.
The same place where Shelley is.
The place where they disappeared Shelley to. Sometimes people do go on secret projects places, and that's a perfectly good place that a couple, because you can only go there as a couple. You can't. There's nobody there that's single. So if you go there single, then that's it. You're single forever. So they recruit couples to CST if you're in the Sea Org. If you're very high up in the Sea Org and you're going to get recruited for CST, they usually have it in couples. And almost all the people there are couples. Anyway, so they had told the Sea Org members at the base that Claire and I had gone on a special project working at CST. So these guys see us and they think, oh, there must be on this secret project. But later I was thinking, like, what kind of secret project was to start a family and live in a bunker? Because we had 2 kids with us in the car. Anyway, but yes, that was a very long answer to a very short question. Thank you, large truck.
Which did not buy me time to get that file to upload.
Yeah.
I compressed it. I did everything I could.
Well, I guess we're just doing the Q&A now until Claire can figure this out.
Oh, come on.
Well, what are we going to do? We can't skip Bobble? Well, maybe we have to skip Bobbleheads. There's only 7 pictures, guys, so we might...
we can just announce the winner.
Well, the winner was the guy that went to Golden Era Productions. That was a perfect segue. couldn't have done it better myself.
You are yourself, honey.
So the gentleman that went to the international base and took the picture with the book and the bobblehead and all that, he was the winner for last week. And because there's only a few, we'll save them up and we'll do them next week when we can figure out how to make it so that we're both trying to upload them, and for some reason StreamYard doesn't want to upload them, so we don't know why. There's probably a corrupted
upload
file.
One individual photo that I really, really wanted to show because it's just amazing.
It's a bobblehead one?
Yeah.
But that would be cheating.
No, it's not cheating. It won't
understand. Be official, but it's a winner. If it's going to be the winner.
Well, it's not actually a submission.
You're talking about the cruise ship one?
No.
Oh.
No.
That's a shoop.
I know. I'm talking about bobble pics. It's something that Marilyn sent. Marilyn of Xeno Outfit fame. She sent us this picture of a new outfit, and she said it wouldn't be a submission, but it's so cool. I want to share it.
Okay, good. Well, I'll answer questions. I like not having to rush, guys. I don't like. I'm going to tell you right now. I don't like the format of the Monday show where we do a half hour, because I feel rushed. I feel like I'm interrupting, and if I don't say it, then it'll be over and we won't get to do it. So I like these videos better where we can just chat, we can answer questions, and we can tell stories about Jenna Elfman. And anyway, so let's do some more. Kevin Conklin says, "Welcome home, Blungerhood." Thank you, Kevin. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's good to be back. I do like going on vacation, but I'm ready for a vacation now that I'm back from vacation. I need to, and I have so much work to do because I got like 4 giant projects coming up.
Yeah, coming back the day before a massive monthly deadline for me was not so wonderful, but it was amazing to get away. We missed you all. We're glad you're back.
Yes.
I slept more than I thought was humanly possible.
Seeker 0628 super sticker. Thank you, Seeker. Terry Zaleski, is that Zaleski? Wonder if IRS does not revoke S501c3 because of precedent it would set for powerful religions like Catholic Church. There have been few consequences to CC from the massive SA scandals. Yes. The thing that's going to do in Scientology, it's not... the IRS really needs a good reason. There's a lot of different things right now that are happening, Terry. There's probably 3 or 4 big things that are occurring right now behind the scenes, and any one of those 4 things could give the IRS a good reason to say, you've violated our agreement, and it's now over. And then you've just got these other things you guys know about, like the elder fraud, the elder abuse, the lawsuits, the credit card fraud, that whole credit card scam thing. Those alone would make a big deal. But did you get the bobble? It looks like it went.
I did a short version.
Oh.
So I just did the winner and that one pick that I said. But yeah, I did that. And it accepted it.
Anyway, so those are the things that are going to make it so the IRS can revoke their tax exemption. If we could prove, because this credit card thing, we're talking about, hundreds of millions of dollars of credit card fraud. And Chase is the only one who did anything. I don't know what's happening over at Amex and Visa, and is Discover still a thing? Discover or Diners Club? Yes, I don't know what's happening over at those dudes. But you'd think Chase probably got a ton of money back, and those other guys probably took a hit. But cutting them off, Amex cut Scientology off in the 1980s. And they could do it again. Why not? But if credit card companies start cutting them off, and there's documented fraud and all these things are happening, and so it doesn't really play nice with the tax exemption. So hopefully that'll happen. And hopefully there's somebody over at the IRS that's just dying for this to happen. So when there's a chance, they make it happen. Matrix Tech Solutions, super sticker. Thank you, Matrix Tech Solutions. Let's show these pictures real quick, and then we'll go back to the Q&A.
Okay, sounds good.
So this is the winner of last week.
So
and
amazing.
This is a really, and by the way, guys, I just want to say, not only is this a selfie, very, very well framed selfie, by the way, it's also high res. It's perfectly framed as far as I can tell. And as what he can do, he's in a cactus field on the side of a highway. This is a great picture. He wins. I guess we have to send him an SP bracelet because he's already got a book and a bauble.
Yeah.
So,
oh, and let's not forget too. So that picture on the cover of your book,
yeah,
is a copy of an incident that happened, what, half a mile from there?
Yeah, right down on the same highway that he's standing on is where this,
it's crazy.
on the cover of the book, there's a motorcycle, and then there's the Scientology security guards, and then there's the police behind them. And that's a artist representation of the beginning and sort of near the ending of the book. Anyway, so thank you for that. You're the winner. Get a hold of us or email us, or we'll hunt down your email and
I have it. I've already been in email touch.
Oh, cool. There you go. See, Claire's all over it, guys. And then this is from Marilyn.
This
now,
is Duke
Marilyn,
of Chug Mike.
Yes, this is the Duke of Chug outfit that's been crocheted. And don't let me forget. So Marilyn doesn't have an Etsy store, but she does have a Facebook page. And I'm going to put her link in the description of this video. And if you want a Mike Rinder Xenu outfit, and I don't know, you have to message her, see if she's going to do the Chug ones as well.
She said she's working on a Jedi one.
Oh my goodness.
I know, that's why I was like, this woman is
wow,
endlessly creative. I love it.
Well, I do feel a little bit better knowing that this is actually what she does for a living, folks. Like, she has a little craft store. She has a little store where she'll do stuff. So she might do these things. She might do something you want. She might do something custom. I don't know. Message her. But she is a big fan of the channel. And hasn't she bought people books or well, she sent us each, Mike, Aaron, and I, she sent us one of these things that I assume takes hours and hours. I don't know. Maybe I
have an amazing email from her and her husband. And to everyone who's emailed us in the last 2 weeks, I apologize. We're pretty behind. And I know I was going through to put these shoops together today, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much amazing stuff in here I got to get to. So anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, we do try to read all the emails, and sometimes we'll even answer emails if there's questions or if there is some sort of like proposal or something like that. But we can't get to all of them all the time. Claire
we would love to.
Yeah. We have 3 boys, all 2 of which are teenagers, and we have 2 full-time companies. Claire has her own company, and I have my own company. That we have people that work for us, and we've got employees, and we've got projects happening. So trying to do all that and do this at night and get to all the emails, it's a lot.
I think my favorite memory was the time that you got really mad at me because I missed an email, and you told me that I needed to write to Microsoft Outlook and tell them that their software was not good enough.
That's because you have 472,000 unread emails. Not emails. No. Those are the unread ones. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure there's a team at Outlook just keeping Claire's email on life support right now. Like they're doing tweaks on in the background, there's a whole team of people that are dedicated to keeping this one email account that has more emails than anyone else. Okay. Thank you, Marilyn. And we'll make sure, I did put a bunch of the links in there already. And as soon as Claire shoots that over to me, I'll file that in.
Yep. I made a note.
Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go back to, we want to do this one or this one. I think this is better.
Yeah.
Okay. There's only 2 of us.
Hide the rest of my messy office.
SPTV. Heart. Yes. We're really getting on this SPTV thing.
Oh,
Somebody sent a video. That video, I uploaded it. A bunch of people saw it. Well, I could tell you right now. about 1,000 of you have seen it. That was sent in by somebody. All I did was upload it. That's it. The video credit is in the video, in the description.
That was awesome. I love that.
I think it was amazing.
I love all you guys. There's so many creative people that join us here. It's awesome.
Still time to make popcorn. Colonel's getting his popcorn on. We love that you guys are sending in the shoops and the bobble pics and the stories and the videos and the logos, and we love it. I'm up for all kinds of fun, and if it's creative and you guys like seeing them, then I'll just keep showing them. We'll keep using them. Some people don't like the shoops. They think they're juvenile. I mean, sucks to suck. I think they're hilarious, and some of them I do think are juvenile as well, and they're not that funny and they're not that great, but people love them, and some of the ones I think are stupid are like in the top 5 each week. So I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of different senses of humor. Calico 26. What is the hardest thing that happened to you guys in Scientology that is the most painful thing to talk about? Love you guys. Stay strong. That's a very personal question. But I think the unaliving of unborn kids would be the biggest thing, and that's what we talked about on the Aftermath show. So if you want to hear about that, the Leah Remini Scientology in the Aftermath is where you can see that interview with us, where I think they do it justice there. And I don't think we're going to do that in a Q&A on YouTube right
crying
now.
And that's going to be a hot mess.
So we won't do that. Okay. Thank you, Calico 26. And you could go there. There's a good show. There's a show about it.
Yeah. It's episode 5.
Oh, there you go. Well, it depends on where you watch it. The episodes get mixed up every time they move.
Golden Era, though.
Oh, okay. There you go. The Golden Era episode. Tarkina Meyer says, that interview popped up on my YouTube feed, but wasn't sure it was legit or if it was a Scientology video scam or something. Glad you confirmed it is good. We'll watch it later. Oh, yeah. That's like the exact same thing she sent last time when part 1 came up. Tarkina.
Oh, nice.
Hadn't she made that... Am I having deja vu right now, or did she make that comment the last time?
I don't know.
Anyway, thank you, Tarkina. The indie author's interview is legit. What is your best advice on how to respond to current Scientologists on social media? My advice is to try to not attack them. Don't do this. If they say you're a dirty cracker licker, you can just say, hey, you're being lied to, and there's people out here that are here for you if you need to leave.
Yeah,
that's
here's a good question. Have you ever met someone who licks crackers? I never have.
Also, this cracker licker thing. Okay, even if let's just pretend for a second that that's what I do on a full-time basis is lick crackers. I'm not stealing hundreds of thousands of dollars from elderly people, breaking up families, and destroying people's lives. We're talking about crackers are the victim of this crime. Cracker licking is a victimless crime. Not that I would know anything about it. Anyway.
While we're on that subject, I just
of cracker licking or attacking Scientologists.
The cracker licking. Tina and the last 20. She said, Ron is sponsoring my Crackers Anonymous group. Would you come talk to my first group meeting, please?
Anyway, my best advice is do not attack Scientologists. Try to educate them, and also I think this is working so much better to try and explain that there's people out here that will help them if they need help when they're leaving. I think
because at some point they will need help. In Scientology, at some point, every person runs into something where they desperately need help.
Yeah, but even if you know that somebody is there to help you and you're not trying to fight with them, it's kind of hard. That when you say attack, They just have a circuit that turns on, and they just go, nope, you're in theta, in turbulated theta. You're you're going to drag me down with your craziness. So they just go, they just put their blinders on. And if you don't attack them and you just try to have a civil conversation, then usually I think that's more productive. That's all.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think it's best to never go head to head on their beliefs.
Yeah.
They will figure that part out on their own.
Yeah.
Once they leave that oppressive environment.
Yeah. Oh, Denver Steve-O. Oh, Denver Steve-O. So glad you're back, Claire and Mark. Have been missed. Portrait Shoops only. 3, no Davy taking it in the pooper. 4, Osa smells like poo that oozes from Elron's teeth. 5, hi Claire. Hi Claire Headley. Hey Denver Steve-O. Denver Steve-O does make me laugh. And yes, all of those are valid. Portrait Shoops, no Davy taking it in the pooper. And Osa smells like poo. Yeah, those are all good points. And thank you for that. Oh, wow. Jefferson Hawkins. Hey, guys, I was interviewed by indie authors, too. That is awesome.
Yes.
I mean, this is the other thing, guys. We're getting contacted by other YouTube channels. And when they contacted us, I thought we should do these things so we can get some more people to hear about this kind of stuff. And then they could get some more subscribers. Maybe we get a few of their subscribers. It's all good. I'm a rising tides raise all boats kind of guy. But then we did the interview with this gal, and now she interviewed Jeff, and maybe, who knows, maybe she'll interview some of these other guys. Speaking of Jefferson Hawkins, thank you for that, Jeff.
Yes.
We did an interview with Jeff on our channel. And
of
that
course,
is
by we, you mean me.
Well, yeah, me and you.
Yeah, exactly.
You interviewed him, and I edited it and re-edited it and then edited it again.
We always say teamwork makes the dream work.
Oh
right?
my goodness! Anyway, that is coming out tomorrow morning on our channel. Is it Tuesday today? Yes.
Tuesday?
Yeah, it's coming out tomorrow, Wednesday.
Oh, okay. Yes, tomorrow.
So yeah, and then also, if you guys don't know, we have a podcast channel. Blown for Good podcast, and every week we have a podcast come out, and so far it's Spy Files that we've done and Claire's interviews, and I'm thinking about possibly having Claire's interviews come out on there first and then coming out on YouTube. We'll see, as sort of a podcast only feature. But,
let me make an important comment. And if you do download the podcast, if you would leave us a review, that would be amazing. Thank you. The
more reviews we have, the more. That's what they have.
That's how we get found on the podcast.
That's what they have
platform.
in YouTube. They have subscribers and likes. In the podcast world, they have downloads and reviews. So if you download it, that's good, and if you review it, that's even better. So, but yeah, so that will. The podcast interviews come out on Tuesday mornings, and another one of Claire's interviews that she did with ex-Sea Org members and ex-Int Base staff members came out this morning.
Oh, hey, let me put up a comment real quick.
Sure. Hello, Claire Bears and Cracker Lickers.
Hey, Aaron!
Aaron in the house. Greetings from the birdhouse down the street from Headley, HQ. Yes, hello. Denver Steve-O lives. Not only does Denver Steve-O, I think he lives in Colorado, but I'm pretty sure that he lives in the same town we do, and very possibly a couple blocks from us.
I got to jump out for a second. I have
no problem. She's got animals
that are happening over here.
Yeah, just jump. You want me? There you go. Dora the Explorer says it's sunny and warm in beautiful BC. Thank you, Dora. Oh my God. See, now the super chats are getting all crackered up. Saltine, Ritz, or Graham, what cracker is best to lick? Okay, well, first of all, Graham, just take graham crackers off. That's for s'mores, and I have no idea else why you'd be eating graham crackers. Ritz are pretty amazing. and they are good with sardines. Is it sardines? Yeah, no, not sardines. Oosh, not sardines. Oysters. Oysters in a can on Ritz. Amazing. My dad used to do that, and I like it. It's kind of horrible. Saltines with peanut butter, and I can't think of any other reason why to eat a saltine. So I'm going to go with Ritz. Eat more pizza now. He's got annoyed. Eat more pizza now, and he's got annoyed avatar. Wow. Okay. Okay. There you go. This cracker thing's never going to end. Please ask Osa how much they made this week. Please ask Osa how much they made.
We don't need to ask.
Oh, yeah, we know it's $50 or $45.28 after taxes. I'm not sure what the current taxes are. If taxes are higher, they could be getting $42 a week now. Mark, you teddy bear. One of you three men should run for governor. I really love and respect all of you. Well, thank you, Debbie. My town does not have a governor. I guess the state has a governor. But we live in different states, and I'm not a political guy. My political Scientology's been doing political attack ads on me for 17 years, so there's a lot of attack ads out there. But Aaron did make a run for city council. Now that the mayor quit, I'm not sure how that's going to work when they go up for. And what would happen if Aaron ran again? I think Aaron would win this time for sure. That would be kind of crazy if there was another one. I don't think he would do it. And in a really crazy, funny way, Claire, yeah. Scientology are the ones who created this whole mess, because them messing with Aaron started a chain reaction. So what happened was Aaron ran for city council, and they backed this other gal, and they did all this hate propaganda, and they did all this stuff. And this other woman who ran against him, Lena T, we'll call her, she won by not a lot.
Lena T, we'll call her.
Lena T won by not a lot. And then Aaron didn't end up doing the city council thing. And then he just started doing videos full time.
I know, man.
He started doing videos about the city council thing, and then about them attacking
Osa,
him.
You didn't really think that one through there, did
and
you?
And then
now?
somehow, he started doing more and more videos because those videos were so popular. And then his YouTube channel started taking off, and he went full time. And then he convinced me to also do it. And then we convinced Mike to do it. And now Leah's doing it. So
and a bunch of other people too. And, we didn't have anything to do with apostate Alex, but he started, Jackson's starting. Anyway, it's like, hey, the more the merrier. SPTV for the win. Yeah, let's do this.
So, Osa, if you would have just let Aaron be on the Clearwater City Council, none of this would have happened.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to run out of stories anytime soon. Holy moly.
We have also, if you worked with us at the Imp Base and you want to do a video and you want to tell us some crazy stories, email Claire. Email us at the channel, or if you know us and you have our emails, just email Claire and she'll interview you.
Just be patient because I have 4 months lined up already. But but with that said, yes, please. And if it needs to be, if I need to move things around to make it happen, I absolutely will. I'm thoroughly enjoying my deep dive conversations with people, in many cases who I've known for many years and just have never talked with them about their stories and backgrounds. So
yeah. Anyway, I just think it's funny. Osa. Robert King. All of you are very cool. Well, thank you, Robert. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Robert.
We're just trying. The people that we do end up helping and they do end up getting out, and when we go and we see them, or we go out to dinner with them, or they send us a picture with their new girlfriend or boyfriend or family or whatever it is, that makes this worthwhile. So
does. It's so rewarding. Oh my God.
We have been getting so many people out and so many people helped. and they've actually been going pretty successfully. Like, some of them are struggles, and there's a lot of obstacles there. But when it's all done and over, and the person's like doing their thing, and they got a job, and they can drive, and they have a car, and now they're living their life, and it's sort of like, 2 years ago, that person called us and said, I need help. And they, it's a different world. So, they do it all good. Just bought tickets to DM concert, Lifelong Dream.
Ooh,
Yes.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah, they're doing a very, very long tour right now. And I hear that they might even go, I'm laughing at one of the comments. They might even go to Australia. Denver Steve-O, apparently Claire and Marc prefer to go out 2D in May. Out 2D.
We talked about this.
In Scientology speak is relations.
Activity.
Yeah, my birthday's in May, so now you guys know
that's 9 months before February, which is when our kids were born, in case anyone was not putting the pieces together.
Are you guys looking forward to the big SPTV cruise vacation? Oh my gosh.
Yes.
We were very excited about the SPTV cruise before we went on a week-long cruise. And now that we've been on a week-long cruise, we're like, enough with the cruise for now. It'll be fun whenever we do it, if we do it, how we do it. But for now, we just want to get back to getting some work done and taking it easy. That was a very exhausting vacation.
It was.
Ashley Wilson Photography. Hey, Marc and Claire, read your book a few years ago, but just finished listening to the audiobook this morning. So great hearing it in your own voice. Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate it. Yes, I do read my own book, and I recorded it right here and edited it all right here. And we produced the whole thing. How about those theta potatoes? Thank you, Robert King. Yeah,
nice.
That is in a video that I did. I don't know which one, so there's no way I could tell you. But yes, there is a story about a theta potato causing a parking meter's car to stall out. Marilyn Honig, you two are a sight for sore eyes. I've been buried under 4 feet of snow with no internet for a week. Welcome back. Oh, well, we haven't been here for a week, so it was perfect timing. I hate to 4 feet of snow. I'm friends with somebody who went to a Scientology school when we were kids. We went to school together, and this person lives in California, and where she is, they had 450 inches of snow. That's insane. Thank you, Marilyn. I'm sorry you got snowed in. And we were telling people about your Facebook store page or whatever it is. And so hopefully some people call you and you can spend all that lockup time getting those crochets rocked out. My Chemical 74. Hey, guys, has anyone decked Dave or come close? Not that I know of. I know he's been threatened a few times. Do you know of anybody ever hitting him?
Nope.
Yeah, I've never heard.
The thing is that I think it's important people understand he was always surrounded by at least like 4 to 8 people, of which 2 or 3 were tall, big males, like Marty Rathbun, for example. So,
yeah, there's not a lot of.
He's had, and he would have security haul people off all the time. But so.
Yeah, there's not. If you were gonna physically assault him, there would be a bunch of people grabbing you within seconds, I would think. I mean, I gave him a dirty look, and I got picked up and carried out of a building. So, that is in my book. Going Claire. How is the food on the cruise? I don't work or promote Royal Caribbean. They are just my favorite cruise line. Been on a few. Love me some RC. Hope you guys and the boys had a good time. Thank you, Dave.
Yes.
I enjoyed the food.
Yeah, I did too. It was really good. We didn't even go to any of the restaurants. This was our second Royal cruise. And always before we did Carnival, just because that's where we started and it was cheap and we're a family of 5, and Carnival had great food. Royal, I think, is equally good and has variety. Some things I liked better, and it had this ship was giant.
It was
just so much to do. The shows were amazing. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh wow. Now the comments are all about cruises. Was flying out of St. Thomas this past weekend. Saw some of the royal ships down below. Was wondering if any of them contained the SP clan. Welcome back, Headleys. Most likely it did, because we were in St. Thomas and there were 2 ships there.
Yeah, we were in St. Thomas on Wednesday.
Yep.
So there you go.
Love you folks and Goldie. She got me a free bauble as I own a cat sanctuary in West Virginia with current 132 cats and couldn't afford fast shipping. Wake Don Cat. Well, thank you, Wake Don Cat, for that. That is amazing. Yeah, Goldie is amazing. We sent Goldie some stuff. I think we sent her a signed book and some stuff. But I'm pretty sure she's got, doesn't she have everything now? She's got books, she's got baubles, she's got, I don't know. Goldie, if you need anything, let us know.
Well, Goldie has been having a crisis tonight. I'm really sorry, Goldie. I hope everything comes better. I was trying desperately to help you from my end. But, Goldie, let's talk. I have some ideas.
Okay. Rachel, thank you guys. Can we get a reaction to Scientology scene in Central Intelligence movie?
I don't know what that is.
Excuse me. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what that is either. Central Intelligence?
I'll look it up, and if I can find it, we'll think about it.
Yeah. Central Intelligence. I've never heard of that one. Sorry, Rachel. Scientology's getting mentioned all over the place, so it's kind of hard to see all of them. But Eric does cover quite a few. Bagpiper Burke. I've got the full collection of L. Ron Hubbard lectures taking up valuable real estate and storage. Any good creative ideas on what to do with it? Glad you're back. Gosh, LRH lectures. I don't know if you're talking about CDs or cassettes. The cassettes are worth a ton of money. The cassettes that we recorded L. Ron Hubbard lectures on was arguably some of the best cassette tape that you can purchase. It's TDK branded tape. And it's a tape that is called TDK Metal, which is the most expensive tape they ever made. And what's happening? What's so funny now?
Sorry, I just read a funny comment.
Oh, I was going to say TDK Metal is not the funniest thing I've ever heard. Anyway, the tapes are expensive. You could sell the cassette tapes for a lot of money if there's a market for super high-end metal TDK cassette tapes anymore. But if they're CDs, they're coasters, and otherwise, I don't really approve of burning books or anything like that. But throwing away L. Ron Hubbard lectures, that seems like the most straightforward way, or mass erasing those tapes with like a degausser. If you were gonna throw them away, I would erase the lectures. Thank you, Bagpiper Burke. Debbie Baker, I really enjoy your videos. I love your humor, and you're definitely the most funniest one of them all. Well, thank you, Debbie. Debbie's on a roll tonight. I got my fan club. Wake Down Cat, what do they eat in the whole shower, bathroom? Okay, so they usually just eat the food that everybody else eats. It's just, well, why don't you answer, Claire?
Yeah.
Because you were in
the
hole.
Yeah, so I got put in the hole for, of all reasons, refusing to divorce you. That was the reason I was put in the hole. And it has changed over the years, but in the time I was there, September 2004 until January 2005. And they would, security would march us down to the estate building where there were showers. Like there was a women's shower, men's shower, and they would do that before any of the other staff arrived back to the property for work that day, so that nobody would see all the executives being marched to and from the showers. The meals, bathrooms, there were bathrooms in the hole. Meals, they did a few different options, but towards the end when I was there, they would bring in beans and rice and set it up in the hole and make people eat there. Anyway, Yep, that's all I can really say. Mike would probably have different answers because he was there longer, but that was my experience.
Yeah, they wasn't that they weren't allowed to eat, or they were just not really supposed to be around other crew because it was sort of like they were poison, and they would poison other crew because they're so suppressive. It was really just a way to isolate them, sort of like a segregation camp, or like a prison, like an extra level security prison.
Isolation in prison.
Yeah,
that level, like what's it called? Max security.
Yeah, super max. It was
super max.
It was psychological torture. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was just to torture them.
Yeah, somebody that left did tell us that later on they shut off the electricity, including the AC, and in Hemet it can get up to 120 degrees in summer. So shutting off the AC, I mean, holy crap, they're lucky nobody died. I hope nobody died.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a horrible place. Good question there. Wake down, cat. Joshua Cox, Mark, if you die of pneumonia when you are older, would a Scientologist said, "Ha, told you so," for knowing the secret? I don't think so. But because the whole point of not knowing about the information is that you're going to instantly die, not find out the info and then die 30 years later.
But wait, I missed. Did you say that yes, they would say that?
No, I don't think they would.
Oh, I do. I absolutely do.
They would say, "Told you so,"
Oh,
30 years from now.
Oh, yeah, no wonder. We always said he was an SP. I absolutely. And they would absolutely, no.
Yeah.
You had that coming. He pulled it in.
I don't know. Whenever you try to make sense of things that Scientologists say, things just go sideways. So don't try to make sense of it. You would think there's a lot of times where I'll be like, "Oh, there's no way they would do that," and then they do the exact things. You go like, "Really?" Like this silly thing. I'm not. It's not this cracker licking thing. Like, why would you do that? There's no like. It's like it's such. Like, I don't know. Like what they think people on the outside world think, but cracker licking, I like this is anyway, it's hilarious to me. Denver Stevo coming soon to an SPTV channel on YouTube near you. Yeah, we're getting a lot of people I think I want to say that even Apostate Alex is trying to rock the SPTV stuff too. Daniel Elliott, thoughts on John Got Something to Say Allender? Yeah, John Allender. I didn't really know John Allender when I was in Scientology. And I really never knew anything about him until I left. And then they had these people called the Squirrel Busters. And they would run around. They had these blue T-shirts. If you look up Squirrel Buster, there's tons of videos of the Squirrel Busters on the YouTube. Like, I'm going to say at least a few hundred. They would go to Marty Rathbun's house every single day and shoot videos. And then Marty would shoot videos of them. And then they would both post their videos that night. And then they'd start the whole thing all over tomorrow. And so it was almost a daily, it was at least a weekly thing, no matter what, where you'd see a bunch of new videos. But sometimes you would see videos every single day, or they'd do a video, then Marty do a video, then the next day they'd do a video. And so it was an insane amount of content. Anyway, that is when I first saw John Allender. Now, one time, Amy Scobie and her husband, Matt, Marty Rathbun, a guy named John Brousseau, myself, and Claire. Did I miss anybody? Maybe some other people came too. Maybe Jason McGay was there, or it was a bunch of people. Bunch of SPs watching a Lakers playoff game at my house, or finals, or whatever you call it. The last the last games to choose.
John Peeler was there.
I don't remember who was there. I just remember there was a whole bunch of SPs watching a Lakers game at my house in Burbank. And when the game was over and we went outside, there was a TV crew on my front lawn with a mic boom, and they had cameras, and then there was PIs down the street at the supermarket who had been parked there watching us because we were about a block away from a supermarket, and there was a PI parked in the back of the supermarket in the alley, and you could just see our house from where he was. And this was one of these guys that had come to our house in Burbank. One of these times was John Allender, and he had this young kid that was with him. Anyway,
didn't he give us a business card too from his PI company?
Oh no, that's a whole nother guy. Yeah, we have.
Sorry, I get them mixed up. There's been so many.
We've probably dealt with 25 different either spies or private investigators or bull nonsense business contacts. I mean, it was a lot of OSA contact.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to look very closely at John Allender's picture because I think he might be the one that ambushed me at home when you were doing the conference in Germany, educating the EEC delegates on the dangers of cults. I think he might be the one that came banging at our door at 8 o'clock in the morning on Sunday when I was home alone with our 2-year-old and our 2-month-old. And he was like, I've been sent here to demand you tell me about your husband's involvement with Anonymous. And I was like, excuse me? And then he said, the Church of Scientology sent me here to ask about your husband's involvement in Anonymous. And I literally slammed the door in his face and I called 911. Wow. So there you go.
Yeah, maybe it was John Allender. Debbie Baker, I've sent 3 chats. Hit the button and nothing happens. Just wanted to know if you have received any of them. Yes, I've read every single one, Debbie. I just sent some great messages, and I'm not sure if you received any of them. I received all of them, Debbie, and I've read them. And I'm glad you're here, and hopefully you catch up to the video and find this little message here. Love your energy, cold and snowy in Hibbing, Minnesota.
Yep.
Wow, rocking it out with Kim D. Hey, hey. Hey, rocking it out with Kim D. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I do like it when it's a little more slow rolling and
speaking of slow rolling, here let me put up one other comment.
Yeah. Speaking of slow. Now that Mayor Frank Hibbard quit suddenly, I hereby announce my candidacy for mayor of Clearwater. I don't think they have to appoint it, right? I wish I knew something about. I am so ignorant of how all that stuff works in city councils and can you elect?
And here's a follow-up comment to that one that's appropriate in that context.
Tell Aaron we will all move to Clearwater and vote for him. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Now, if Aaron did run for city council or he did run for mayor, he would have a really good chance of winning just because he has so many people that he has a platform that can reach a lot of people. Nurse Lori, Mark, this is probably a dumb question, but have you heard the Johnny Cash's cover of Personal Jesus? Yes, and I own it on CD, vinyl, and digitally. And I have it in my collection behind me in my special covers section of artists that have covered Depeche Mode. Thank you, Nurse Lori. That is not a dumb question. A Depeche Mode question can never be dumb. I need to find my way to the podcast world. How do you start? You just record a video or an audio and you upload it to, you can get like services that cost like a few bucks a week and they'll upload it everywhere and depending on how much you pay.
Yeah, I would say I use the podcast app on the iPhone. And
he's talking about getting, is he talking about doing a podcast? Or is he talking about
I think he's talking about how you get into listening to it.
Oh.
And you find a topic, like my cousin does podcasting in UK.
Yeah.
And he told me a few different ones to start listening to. Once you start, you will get hooked. It's amazing. It's really awesome.
Yes. Yeah, it's fun. I like listening to podcasts and I like producing podcasts.
I listened to This American Life, which was one, I think that was the name of it, that my cousin recommended. And then there's also one about Richard, what's his name? The the exercise dude.
Richard Simmons.
Yeah, Richard Simmons.
Yes.
That one's pretty funny too. And they're very interesting, and it's a great format. Anyway, there you go. I think that's what the question was intended.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gina Ordonez. Marc, were you there at the Tom Cruise video filming? I think she's talking about the turtleneck video.
Yes.
I wasn't there, but I was in Golden Era Productions at that time, and I think I was over the systems manufacturing area. But there was 3 videos that were done, and that was the last video that was done. And that was the only of the 3 that was 100% micromanaged by David Miscavige. And the people that produced the 2 videos before that, one of them may still be on the RPF to this day, and the other one left the Sea Org completely and is now an aspiring actress and Depends commercial actress named Sadie Paluski or Sadie Johansson.
Yeah,
and,
I will say I worked in the edit bay because I was in the edit bay while Miscavige was personally editing that video. We were in the edit bay for probably 24 hours a day for I think 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And oh my God, like the one part in the video where it goes, Tom Cruise, and then Tom goes like this, Scientology. Oh my God, he spent 50 hours on that one section. It was insane. So
yeah,
Miscavige, that was 100% a Miscavige creation.
Yeah, and as long as we're here and as long as we're live and there's, almost 2,000 people in here right now, I'm going to tell you about the 2 videos before that. And I don't know if I've told that on my channel, but there was the video that you saw of Tom Cruise in the turtleneck where he's like keeping Scientology working, and they asked me, have you ever met an SP? All that is the 3rd video that was done. The first video was shot by a gentleman by the name of Larry Jacobs. Now, Larry Jacobs was a cameraman, a video cameraman at Golden Era Productions for many, many years. If any staff members are out there from any Scientology organizations that ever won a birthday game or ever had a video done about them, it's very likely that you know Larry Jacobs because he was one of 2 or 3 video teams that operated for over a decade. And Larry Jacobs shot a video where celebrities that knew Tom Cruise were interviewed. So think Will
Erica
Smith.
Christensen, Catherine.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg.
Sorry, I
Will
was
Smith.
too much multitasking over here.
Anybody who was a professional in the industry, in the movie or the entertainment business that had worked with Tom Cruise were the people that he was interviewing. And this is for a Scientology Religious Freedom Award. So he shot all these interviews with all these people, and then they start cutting it together, or they were still shooting it. And David Miscavige was like, that's the stupidest idea I've ever heard. You're interviewing non-Scientologists to talk about what a great Scientologist Tom Cruise is. So that video, axed. Larry Jacobs, axed. I think he actually blew.
Yep, he did.
And then he was recovered. They have this thing called the blow drill. So when you blow,
Jackson and I talked about at great length.
Yeah. So there's a video with Jackson, Gary Moorhead on our channel. They talk about the blow drill. But essentially the blow, when you blow, a blow is an unauthorized departure or leaving from Scientology. That's why my book's called Blown for Good. Okay, I'm gone forever. When you blow, they try to recover you. And most of the time, I would say maybe 50% of the time, maybe 50% of the time, they actually get this person back. And then they stay there.
I think it's higher than that.
You think it's higher than 50%?
Yeah. At least in the years that I was there, I would clock it at 80 to 85%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So either way, Larry Jacobs blew and then he got recovered. And he's, as far as I know, he's been on the RPF or he's been in Los Angeles, still in Scientology or the Sea Org ever since. Okay. So that's video number 1. That one's done and dusted. So somewhere there's a whole bunch of celebrities talking about how awesome Tom Cruise is. Okay, so this is the other thing that David Miscavige does. He knows what he wants, but he's not going to tell you that. He's going to tell you all the things he doesn't want as you give them to him. So he says, that's the stupidest.
And why you're the worst person on earth because you didn't already know that in the first place. And why on earth would you give him something he didn't want? Which in many cases he did ask for, by the way. You can't ever say, well,
that's
sir,
true.
You asked for this.
That's true.
Oh, you can't ever say that.
There may have been, and this is another perfect example. There may have been a time where Dave Miscavige said, if we ever do a video about Tom Cruise, we definitely need to ask Steven Spielberg and Will Smith and, all these people that have worked to know with him. And so they were probably following that to the T. And then, of course, he's like, that's the stupidest idea. Okay, so then he doesn't tell you what he wants. You have to figure it out. It's like a puzzle. So they figure, okay, well, he doesn't want... He probably said we should interview celebrities, and they picked those celebrities, not Scientology celebrities. So now they go, okay, what should we do? We should interview Scientology celebrities that know Tom Cruise. Okay, so this gal Sadie, this woman, Sadie Paluski or Sadie Johansson, who was a cameraman in the shoot crew. She was the assistant cameraman, the person who pulls focus and loads the film mags and does all that kind of stuff. Sadie Paluski was the director of this video. And Sadie was always trying to be the director, and then she'd do something and it wouldn't be that great, or something would happen and then she wouldn't be able to do it. So I guess she just was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the director. And so then she decides that she's going to shoot Jenna Elfman and Danny Masterson and Catherine Bell and Jennifer Aspin and all these B-level celebrities that are in Scientology that may or may not even know Tom Cruise. They're just going to say what an awesome Scientologist Tom Cruise is, and they're actors and actresses.
By the way, I'm curious. Do you know if they interviewed Danny Masterson for that?
I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah.
It would have. Maybe. I mean, he would be one of those people. It would be that level of celebrity.
Yep.
So
agreed.
Not Tom Cruise level, but has a TV show or had a TV show or whatever. Like Leah.
By the way,
Leah
sorry.
might have been interviewed when you talk to her in your, if you end up talking to her,
Wink, nudge.
you should ask her if she was interviewed for that video. Okay, what do you need to show me? So
I just need to say cut off for super chats.
Oh yeah, cut off for super chats. Are we still doing super chats? Okay, so Tom Cruise, second video, not Dave Miscavige sees this and decides this may be a stupider idea than the first one, because of course all those celebrities are going to say that Tom Cruise is awesome because they suck at being Scientologists and celebrities. This is David Miscavige saying that they're useless. They wish they were as awesome at Tom Cruise at anything, being a Scientologist, being an actress, being in the entertainment industry. So David Miscavige, like, these guys are all shit. Ann Archer, Terry Jastrow, all of you guys, no good. This video, dead. And now, I don't know if that was the end for Sadie, because I'm pretty sure that was it. After that, she tapped out.
Yeah.
Because I know that I'm pretty sure she went back to the shoot crew or did wherever she came from.
And that was after she tried to run over Marc Yeager with her car.
Well, no, that was Dave Miscavige ordered her to run over him, and then she was not able to, and he fell and broke his leg, and she never touched him with the car. She almost got him, but this is the same gal, the same woman. Anyway, people get excited when I say broad, gal, or girl when I'm speaking about a woman. That's where I grew up. Let's see, you call chicks broads and gals girls, but I've been calling them women now. So there you go. Somebody got excited, and now I'm saying women. Okay, so now the third video. The only reason this third video happens is because David Miscavige has a brilliant idea. Steven Spielberg doesn't know shit about Tom Cruise. Neither does Will Smith or Kelly McGillis or any of these people. They don't know Tom Cruise. They certainly don't know Tom Cruise, the Scientologist. These Scientology celebrities are flat ball bearings. They can't even, get anything going. The person who knows how awesome Tom Cruise is, there's only one person. And everybody's like, okay, who's this person? Because we need to interview them because the event is in a few weeks. And he tells us that person, the only person who knows how awesome Tom Cruise is, you guessed it, Tom Cruise. So we are going to interview for this for this video about how awesome Tom Cruise is. We're going to interview Tom Cruise.
Here, Tom,
and that
here's
is
a piece
exactly
of humble pie for you.
The video that you saw was David Miscavige editing hours of an interview of Tom Cruise talking about Tom Cruise. And the video, you can go watch it. David Miscavige wrote the VOs for the video. And if you think I'm lying or you think I'm exaggerating, go watch the video. And the video starts out with the voiceover guy going, and who better to tell you how awesome Tom Cruise is than Tom Cruise? That's how the video is. That's David Miscavige wrote everything. And David Miscavige even recorded the VOs for this video the exact way he wanted the VO guy to read the VO. So he had to listen in his ears to Dave and say it. And Dave would do this when Dave wanted this guy's name was Dave Pomerantz. When he wanted Dave Pomerantz, is it Dave? No, sorry. Jeff Pomerantz. When he wanted Jeff Pomerantz to do a video a certain way, he would just do the video and then Jeff would copy him. Anyway, that video, like Claire said, was micromanaged for days and days and days. Every second of that video, David Miscavige has massaged and, okay, let's move the music this way. Oh, and to top it off, one of the Golden Era musicians, his name is Chris Mayo. He could do a pretty mean Mission Impossible guitar riff. And Tom Cruise loved it so much that music on that video, it's not Limp Bizkit, it's Golden Era musician Chris Mayo doing the Mission Impossible theme on guitar. And the Golden Era musicians recorded that whole thing. And I don't know if anybody got any money for that because Scientology ain't paying anybody anyway. So they just use whatever they want. And I don't even know you have to pay for that. I don't know how that works. Anyway, but regardless, that is the story of the Tom Cruise videos, Gina. That might be the longest non-super chat even question that's ever been answered on this channel.
Yeah, I've been trying to keep up with the non-super chat versus super chat. It's just that my eyes are programmed
we've done
no, I know. I'm just saying I may have missed some great questions in the non-super chat, so I apologize.
Okay. I'm not stalking you.
To all of you people, not you.
Denver Steve-O, I'm not stalking you, so I don't know if I live a few blocks away, but I can confirm I live in the same town. Can YouTube handle 2 SPTV shows? Can YouTube handle 2 SPTV shows from the little mountain town?
Oh yeah.
Denver Steve-O.
You know how our town is? Many people like to underestimate it. It's all good. There's
growing up in
here.
Scientology, Marc, which do you prefer? Oysters on Ritz or rats and coffee?
Oh, no.
Ugh, Aaron, doctors. He loves it. By the way, I do like oysters on Ritz. And after this, I'm going to eat oysters on Ritz. Just in a cracker. I'm in a cracker licking kind of mood. Now that Frank Hibbard quit suddenly, I hereby announce my candidacy for mayor of Clearwater. I did read that one. Hi, I'm doing a PhD on cult and corruption in literature. I saw that you're first in Leah Remini's show. Since you appeared on The Aftermath, did a lot of people leave the cult? Yes, a lot of people have left the cult from the Leah show on A&E. Thank you, Martine. Yeah, the show actually won, I want to say it won 2 or 3 Emmys, at least 2.
3.
3?
I think so.
Either way, the show won some Emmys. It's won a bunch of other awards, and millions and millions and millions of people have been educated about Scientology because of that show. So that's great. Heard about your channel through Aaron tonight. So glad. I love you too. Oh, thanks you, Ann.
Thanks for joining us, Ann.
Yeah. If you guys are here from Growing Up in Scientology, Aaron Smith Levin's channel, get the subscribe button. We don't do as many videos as Aaron by far. We do have full-time jobs and children. Aaron has kids too, but he can spend a good amount of time on YouTube doing videos, and we don't have that much time to do that. But we do as many videos as we can each week, and we usually do about, I'm going to say 5 or 6 videos a week between Claire's interviews and the lives and the bobbleheads and all that good stuff. We're going to do all the questions we have in here right now, and then when we're done, we'll show all the David Miscavige shoops of the week at the end. If you guys don't know what a shoop is, it's a funny photoshopped image, and we like to do funny photoshopped images of David Miscavige, Scientology's boss baby, because it gives us great pleasure, mainly. And because people love it for some reason. You know, these Shoops videos are some of the highest watched videos on this channel. That's why we're doing them every week now.
It might be Osa taking notes of
it might be Osa.
Of every single image to be able to do a report. But, you know, it's comic relief. That's what we like to provide on a topic that otherwise tends to be dark and depressing.
Yes. Mark Fisher. Hey, Mark Fisher. Hi, Mark and Claire. What was your favorite port of call on your cruise and why?
Mark. Hey, Mark. I would say Coco Cay.
Yeah, the Royal Caribbean guys have their own little island, little plot. It's a whole bunch of cruise lines have a little part of this place, but it was very nice. It was very relaxing.
It was peaceful. We had a great day.
It was just chill. We didn't have to take a taxi and go here and go there. It's just like... Okay, Debbie Baker, again. Claire, I know you have received at least one of mine. I hope you had a fantastic time on your vacation. I really, really missed you all. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie.
We really we got a lot of Debbie love tonight. Kelly Copter, loving the SPT
TV intro.
SPTV
Hit me up
intro.
if you want an editor. Thank you, Kelly.
Oh my
Great to see you here.
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's the girl that, is that the girl that, the woman that Aaron was going to do an interview with?
Tomorrow, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, the one that went to Greenfields. We probably know many of the same people. I'd love
That's
to talk to you,
crazy.
Kelly.
Was Claire in the cadet org at PAC? No.
Amber. No, I was not. I was in the UK cadet org.
Which sounds, I thought the cadet
Amber,
org in Los Angeles was bad, and this UK cadet org sounds horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't really compare one rotten orange to another rotten orange and
They're
say
both
one is
rotten.
better or worse than the other. But Amber, I was in PAC in the 90s. Like, I joined the SO in PAC in 1991. So our paths very likely crossed. And you may also know my cousin Amber O'Sullivan, who was in the UK cadet org. And anyway,
I
whatever.
see. It says Amber. This is another one. This is Super Chat. It says, was Claire in the PAC cadet org? I was in the cadet org in the 90s, and she looks very familiar. There you go.
Yeah.
You were in PAC in the 90s, but not in the cadet org. You were in RTC.
Well, I did the EPF in PAC in 91, and then yes, I was in PAC in 96, 97 in RTC.
Yeah. Joe Virus, I'm in the studio right now working on an SPTV theme. Never been part of Scientology, and so glad you all got out. Thank you, Joe Virus. That's awesome.
Yes.
An SPTV theme now.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm loving all this.
Because it's a super chat, I'm
This is
going to
an
show
amazing
it.
community of people. You all encourage us to keep doing what we're doing, so thank you. And Osa, you spice it up a little, so thanks for that too.
I know. Debbie did a super sticker. Thank you, Debbie.
Oh, thanks, Debbie.
Ron, what are the odds that as Scientology continues to spiral down and crash and burn, that best buds TC and DM turn on each other? Oh, that... I don't know. Those guys are so in love with each other, and they know they're the two most capable beings in the world. They might ride off into the sunset knowing that the world just didn't understand them. Stacy
so
Y.
horribly misunderstood.
Stacy Y. Love to see all the new channels talking about Scientology. Don't care what people believe, but anyone else does care how the people are treated. Don't care what people believe, but everyone else does care how the people are treated. Yeah, that's the craziest thing. We're not attacking Scientology like these guys are this and no, we're saying, hey, there's people getting abused there. There's this horrible dude that runs the whole scene, and
they're destroying families,
horrible and mean, and they're like, no, these guys are evil. No, we're like, hey, there's people being mistreated back there. We were there getting mistreated, and we want to make sure those people don't get left there, and we're the bad guys. Yes, thank you, Stacy. Dave Wellhauer, in the secret filing of Tom and Dave, is it me or does Dave's head look way too big for his body, especially in the thumbnail? Please check it out. In the secret filming, yes. It is a very odd thing that I noticed the exact same thing. On my channel, it might be the very first video that I ever posted on YouTube is a video that was secretly recorded of Dave and Tom. And I think it was on a phone camera because that's the only way that it could be recorded and Dave not know that somebody was recording him. So I think it was on like a flip phone or a very old, small, compact camera. But it's Dave and Tom Cruise backstage after he did his singing and dancing to all his movies when Scientology threw him this $500,000 birthday party. And Dave Miscavige and him are laughing and like moving, kind of like joking around. And Dave looks like his head is about 1.5 times too big for his body. And his ego like
definitely is, by the way.
He does have a big head.
But his ego is definitely too big for his body.
Oh, we showed that one. Kevin, I don't ever advocate for violence, so please allow me to make that clear. But with baby Dave, does he have security? Because when I hear of his violence towards others, why has no one stood up against him? He does have security. That's the answer, Kevin. And and there have been people that very likely would have physically challenged him if he didn't have the security. I just can't imagine, another one from Kevin, I just can't imagine someone who works out or trains in jiu-jitsu just putting baby Dave in a rear naked choke when he tries to assault someone. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of people there that would just do that anyway. But
there's also not a lot of people there that ever trained on jiu-jitsu or any of that.
Yeah, there's some, but either way, I don't think with the security there, it would ever happen.
Yeah.
Marilyn. Oh, wow. Claire, I would like to send a Xenu or Duke bobble outfit to a random viewer of your choice. Just let me know. Okay, if anybody
awesome,
wants...
Marilyn. I haven't already have this covered. I saw the comment. I'll email you, Marilyn. I have a brilliant idea.
Perfect.
Thank you. That's very
kind. Let the women take care of it. Thank you, Marilyn. Catherine Olson, John Allender's daughter, is the ED Kansas City.
Small world.
Wow.
Hey, Catherine Olson in the house. Good to see you.
Thank you, Catherine. We haven't seen Catherine in a while. Well, we've been on a cruise for a week.
We've been on vacation.
Thank you, Catherine. Apollonia Paradise. Are they still sending crews to video your family? Not recently. When we were somewhere. Where were we where they did that recently?
What was the question? I missed it.
Videoing us. OSA hasn't sent anybody to video us in a while, but I'm trying to think. We did go somewhere, do something recently, and I thought the last one I
remember was a few years ago when you weren't there, but we took the kids to Tiny Town, and they pulled up in a van, and they were
yes.
filming us there.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
like
of
a
all
kid's.
things, like, what
it's
do
like
you think? We're looking at Tiny Town. That's what this is. It's a tiny town up in the mountains in Colorado.
That's the thing, guys. Like, if you think like, oh, they're tweeting about them. Oh yeah, they are tweeting about us, but and they do have a hate site. Can you imagine being at like a children's amusement park, and people are videoing you while you're at an amusement park? That's the kind of thing that has happened because of Scientology. They videoed us at the grocery store. We have a friend, and her daughter is in Scientology and disconnected from her mother, and so she was like an adopted grandparent because Claire's mom disconnected from her. So they were like a mismatch, and she's sort of like the kid's adopted grandmother.
Yeah, I call her the mother that nature never gave me.
Yeah. So, and she was with our children at Safeway, the supermarket, and somebody came up and started taking pictures of her and the kids. And then Scientologists in Colorado were shown the pictures. They saw the pictures, said, it was you and these little kids in a supermarket. She's like, yeah. And they told her, this woman took the kids of SPs to the supermarket.
That was her crime.
That's Scientology.
Crazy.
And then her daughter, she hasn't been able to talk to her daughter because now she's because she left Scientology. That's why she wasn't allowed to talk to her daughter. But now she can't talk to her daughter because she not only left Scientology, but she's connected to SPs. And she now herself is an SP because she's not Scientology anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right, on that note, let me put up a really cool one here.
Okay. Lady BB, this is for all you answering non-super chats. Thank you for all. Thank you, and you're all the best. I'm in Texas, but from Denver. Moved here 5 years ago. Husband wanted to retire and get away from the snow and warmer weather to golf more. Thank you, Lady BB.
Thank you, Lady BB. That was
yes.
really nice. And yes, we do really try to mix it up, and that's very generous of you. So thank you.
Yeah, when there's time, I'll stay on here. And also, I really felt so rushed last night, and I felt like I was interrupting Mike, and I was trying to kind of squeeze everything in. And so I was like, tonight we'll go a little longer. We'll answer as many questions as we can.
Yeah, honey, if we ever retire, we can do a morning SPTV show, morning talk show on the SPTV network.
Yeah. When I'm done with all my big projects, which will probably be never at this rate, then we'll do some morning shows for the people on the other side of the pond. Okay, we've got here we go. I'm on my cell and laptop watching, so I marked liked twice. Oh, I thank you. That's a good way to do it. I think subscribers is the thing they want us to do on YouTube. I don't know about the likes, but likes are awesome
I think
too.
the number of likes of a video it's
I
all
think
it
all adds up, I guess. I'm not going to pretend I know. Could you and the other SPTV squad members please do a live Halloween show where you are all dressed up like either Xenu or Battlefield Earth characters or some other Scientology characters? We can talk about that. We go to a very pretty serious Halloween party every year, so I don't know that we would do it on Halloween. We'll see, but maybe we could do like a Saturday show or whatever it is, a Friday night show. Thank you, Holly. Appreciate that. Lisa Marshbanks from Dragonfish Handmade Goods, Pasadena, California. Welcome back, y'all. I binged GOT while you were gone. Wow. Okay. I do like, I think GOT, that would be referred to as a Game of Thrones. I do like Game of Thrones. I think they kind of swept it all up at the end, though. It was kind of going and going and going, and they're just like, we're done. That new one's pretty good, though, too. I don't know. Anyway, I don't watch a lot of TV anymore, so. Kitty Mom. Whoever ends up doing your merch fulfillment isn't going to be able to match Claire's efficiency. Aww. I ordered a book on 3/8, and it was sent out on 3/8. Of course, it took UPS 6 more days to get it to me. Just started Chapter 5. Thank you. I appreciate it, Kitty Mom.
Thank you, Kitty Mom. That's really kind of you.
You know, if you guys want to order a bobblehead, here, I'll get a shameless plug. If you want to order a book, a Blown for Good book, a hardback or a paperback, Claire signs it, I sign it, and we mail it. Like, if we get orders tonight, we will sometimes package them up and process them all tonight. And they'll go to the post office at like 8 o'clock in the morning. So if we get an order in the morning, it ships out by lunch. And if we get an order in the afternoon, it usually ships out by dinner. We have hot and cold post office runs going because people are going all over the place, and post office is kind of central. And so very efficient. Also, if you want to order a bobblehead or an SP bracelet from the SP shop, those are also fulfilled from here. And we pack those up. They're all ready to go. We just got in. Have we inventoried those SP bracelets?
Yep, it's all updated.
Okay, we just got in a whole bunch of more sizes of SP bracelets. Yep. I think we have from 7,
6.5. We have 6.5 to 10.
Is it in inches or centimeters? What is it
inches?
So we've got from 7, which is very small wrist, all the way up to 10. 10?
Yes.
10? We have from 7 inches to 10 inches size. And then I think I wear an 8. And I have a pretty big wrist, and I have an 8. So, no, maybe it's a 9. I think it's a 9. Anyway, I'm in the middle somewhere. And we have bigger than that, and we got smaller than that. And those can be gotten from the spshop.com. And then if you want to support the Aftermath Foundation, you can go to the aftermathfoundation.org. And then, we're trying to get to 27,000 subscribers. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Okay, yep. Back to the comments.
Don't forget, we give out a signed book to every time we hit 1,000 marker.
We just tipped over 20. Yeah, we just tipped over 26,000, and Claire sent out a book. We give a book every 1,000 subscribers. We give out a book. So we're at 20. Let's see what we're at right now here. We are at 26,310. So when we hit over to 27, someone's getting a book. Super sticker, Me, Myself, and I. Thank you, Me, Myself, and I.
Thank you.
You guys watched the video about Aaron last night? No, it was very lame. It was weird. It's some guy who did a video about Aaron. He doesn't know Aaron. And it was just a still of some weird stuff. It was a very bizarre video. And I watched like 8 seconds of it, and I was like, nope, I'm out. I just caught my eye because of the it's one of those what do you call it? Clickbait. It was a clickbait title. Me, Myself, and I, super sticker. I think I did that one. Purple Groove 69. When you count the amount of Scientologists worldwide, are body thetans included? No, you'd think so. You know what? That could be it. That could be why David Miscavige is...
No wonder they're having unprecedented expansion. They're still inventorying all those body thetans. They haven't been able to keep up.
Yeah, if you're a Scientologist and you have evil body thetans, are your body thetans also Scientology body thetans? Oh my goodness. Thank you, Purple Groovy 69. I've never, ever heard anybody mention it like that. Todd Johnson. After watching the Katie show on Andrew Gold's channel, I'm wondering if Osa or whoever might be devious enough to talk her into doing the show, if Osa, a novice, may be convinced to join by her. I'm wondering if Osa or whoever might be devious to talk her into doing the show. No, that Katie woman would never be approved to do anything for Scientology.
Yeah.
She said Scientology doesn't work on everybody. That was the first indicator that this was an unauthorized rogue move. And also, she's not really a Scientologist. She's just done some extension
and she's in the
courses.
middle of Arkansas.
Yeah. Well, she's not even near a Scientology.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like, she did not have anybody in Scientology's blessing to do that interview. End of story.
Yeah. I donated. Oh, shoot. Can you find that one? The person that said she donated the crackers? I unstarred it instead of showed it.
Okay.
The Loopy Alchemist. Can we start calling super chats SP telexes? No. Even though that's hilarious. I've got some SP telexes here. I've got to read. 500 likes joke. My husband just found out I replaced our bed with a trampoline. He hit the ceiling. Next joke at 550 likes. You know what to do. He hit the ceiling.
She replaced their bed with a trampoline. He hit the ceiling. Get it?
I get it. I don't know. JDL is me.
Come on, it's funny.
JLD is me.
I was laughing.
That might be. I guess you had to be there. That's what I tell Claire. Whenever one of her jokes doesn't land with me, I go, "Yeah, I guess you had to be there."
or you say your sense of humor lacks two things:
sense and humor. Denver Steve-O, you won't let me type cracker licking as a victimless crime. Oh, I guess it will. Huzzah! Oh, YouTube won't let me type cracker licking as a victimless crime. Oh well. I guess it will. Huzzah. Okay, thank you, Denver Steve-O. Aaron, please run for the office. Yeah, I don't think it works like that. I think Marjan. I think they have to appoint a mayor. I could be wrong. I think we talked about this last night, and I'm pretty sure they have to appoint one. Hey, Claire and Mark, my wife just had a baby boy. Unfortunately, she wouldn't let me name him Cracker Licker. Well, your wife is wise.
Yeah, that wouldn't be a fun kindergarten class.
Decision.
Let's write our names. Cracker Licker.
Heaving is hot.
But congratulations on the baby.
Heaving is hot. That's Wake Dawn Cat? That's the lady who got the who has the cats? They got the something from Maryland. Was it Maryland?
Yes.
Or Goldie?
No.
It was Goldie. Goldie got her something.
Yeah.
Yes. Where does Scientology park its money? Mutual funds? I'm sure some fund managers would be a bit uncomfortable if they knew it was Scientology. Scientology has their own person who is in the CMO International, the Commodore's Messenger Organization International. Who's in there? Is it a bureau in CMON? It's called the Finance.
Yeah, the Finance Network. It's a network.
Okay, so they have a part of CMO International, which is Scientology's international management body. That's in the Sea Org. These are Sea Org members, and there's a person in Finance who's called the Investments Officer. And my good friend's dad was that person. And David Miscavige, when gold, I want to say gold was about $200 an ounce. David Miscavige told him to get rid of all the gold. Let's say it was in the hundreds, the low hundreds. David Miscavige told this guy, get rid of all the gold and put it in something else, T-bills or whatever else they have money in. And this guy was like, are you insane? And he didn't do it. And then gold went up and went up, but then it went down and it went to whatever. It went way lower than it was when David Miscavige said, take all our money out of gold. Anyway, David Miscavige, when he found out that gold went low, he wanted to brag about, hey, good thing I told him to take all that money out of that gold. Because now it's down, another $100 or whatever. And then someone had to inform him that they never did that because that was a bonehead move. And so they didn't do it. And that guy went to the RPF. And that guy's name was Bill Price. And Bill Price, I want to say, was on the RPF for 10 years. The Rehabilitation Project Force for 10 years because he didn't sell the gold when it was in the low hundreds. Now, anybody who knows about stocks and funds and gold, precious metals, knows that if you had $100 million worth of gold when it was at $200, that you would have a ton of money right now. So there's another instance of David Miscavige losing all the money. Achucko says, any rat coffee tonight? No, thank you. Not having any. I don't like rat coffee. Claire, this one is for you. Such a lovely lady you are. Thank you, Debbie.
You, Debbie.
Debbie
Appreciate
is
it.
like on a roll tonight. I think Debbie,
Yes.
tonight's episode of SPTV's Shoops of the Week is sponsored by Debbie Baker. Ex-wife, come and get your hoo-ha signed by me on the Lido deck of the Crown Princess, October 1 through 15th.
Nice.
Okay, that's from ex-wife. Thank you for that. Copper Mustache. Could we ask Elron to send Elron? Elon to send Ron all his tapes and CDs into space for him? No, that would be such a waste of precious cargo, rocket cargo space. Thank you, Copper Mustache. Here's a good one.
Let me just make a comment. Caleb, email me, please.
Okay, Caleb, email.
Caleb needs help.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. Lisa Marchbanks, Dragonfish Handmade Goods. Bagpiper Burke. Give the books to an artist that cuts up book pages to make art. That is a brilliant idea.
Yes.
That is a great idea. We should start a campaign. If you know somebody who wants books to make collages, then we'll have an exchange. We'll cut up Scientology CDs and books, and we'll give them to people so they can paper mache stuff. That is a very good use of that stuff, because it's never going to be read or used anyway. So you might as well do some arts and crafts. Tamara, super sticker. Thank you, Tamara or Tamara. Yeah, I think Tamara. I knew it, Tamara. Kelly Copter. I was only at Greenfields for 6 months. Very strange place. I wouldn't clap for L Run after lesson. Definitely got in trouble for that. What do they expect from an SP at age 6?
Yeah,
Kelly Copter. That's awesome. That is another thing. They do a hell of a lot of clapping for L Run over in Scientologyville.
Yep.
Would the Center for Missing and Exploited Children be interested in the child labor trafficking and the child PA and SAC org? Yes, and they have been informed of many of these things. Thank you, Anhata. We have been in a contact with a lot of organizations like that deal with that sort of thing. Ron says, I support AA Ron for Clearwater Mayor. Thank you, Ron. I think Aaron, if it was an election, I think he could go again, but that would be so weird. What if your mayor was on YouTube? Wouldn't that be the weirdest thing if your mayor had a YouTube channel? Is that even a thing?
It's probably the way of the future.
Yeah, let me know in the comments. Is that ever a thing? I don't even know if that's a thing. That could be super weird. Let's Goldie. There we go. It's Goldie time. Let's randomly give a bobblehead away. Claire is going to take care of that, folks. She's going to get a bobblehead. Yep. If you want a bobblehead, get in the comments and say you want a bobblehead, and Claire will give you one. After this, we're going to do the Shoops. We're on the last questions, and then we're going to do the Shoops. I donated several boxes of unsalted crackers anonymously to the Sea Org just to make them wonder if Marc sent them. That would be so funny if people just start dropping off crackers at orgs. Thank you, Constantly Catching Up. That's hilarious. Let the Shoops begin. That is a perfect comment. Look at that. I love it. Here we go. Got to hide it real quick. Poof. This is David Miscavige, Shoops of the Week. I always say I'm going to cut these up, but then I never do. This is the winner from last week. This is old Ronald Hubbard, or Ronald McHubbard. And it's L. Ron Hubbard, dressed up as whatever his name is, Ronald McDonald. It's got Davey, Scientology Boss Baby, Keebler Elf King, David Miscavige. It's got John Travolta, Kirstie Alley, Tom Cruise, and Shelley Miscavige, all sitting with L. Ronald McDonald Hubbard. This was the winner of last week. So this person gets a bobblehead, SP bracelet, or a Blown for Good book, hardback or paperback. They get to pick. You win. You're the winner. Okay, then we've got Digress Mode. It's got Marty, Tom, David Miscavige, and Hubbard. And they're all dressed up like something out of the Violator era Depeche Mode group photo. Personal Thetans, it says. Digress Mode, Personal Thetans. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay. Normally I would probably poo all over that one, but it's not so bad. Okay. Number 3 is Babe, this is just a picture of Dave and Tom on motorcycles.
Yep. I think it's the caption you had to read, but it's covered up.
Okay. It says a star and its leader. This is not a Photoshop. I hate to break it to you.
Oh, okay. There you go.
This is not a shoot. This is just a picture from LA Times.
Yep, there we go.
Or USA Today. Okay, that doesn't count. That's just a picture. This one, BJ and the Bear. So this is a 19.
I may have downloaded the wrong one, to be fair.
Yeah.
I told you I was in a hurry.
Let's just skip right over that. I wasn't going to call attention to it, but yeah, Claire done messed up.
I own my
BJ and the
mistakes.
Bear. BJ and the Bear, keep on trucking. This is a Tom Cruise with a little mini Miscavige monkey. And this is from the popular TV show BJ and the Bear from, I want to say, the 1970s, is I think BJ and the Bear is. You know, they haven't had an original idea in TV show, but I don't know about a trucker who drives around with a monkey. It doesn't look like that one's getting a reboot. I don't know what's up with that. BJ and the Bear. This one, it's just a picture of David Miscavige with a
who
Ritz
is
cracker.
Apparently also a cracker licker.
Yeah. Well, it takes one to know one, right? This is cracker licking
Now it totally
Dave.
makes sense. Like, where do you come up with an idea like that?
Yeah.
Now the pieces just fell into place.
Somebody licked his cracker one time and he got all bent out of shape, and now he's identifying me as a cracker licker, even though I don't know. I don't think it ever happens.
Yeah, hey, do me a favor. Can you drop the banner?
This is a cracker. Oh, it's still going. Look at that.
Yep.
There
we go. Now we're talking.
Cracker. This is cracker licking Dave. Okay, this is it's just I guess it's just a Photoshop of Dave with the Photoshop of Dianetics. It says The Ramblings of a Madman, a handbook of Dianetic procedure over. Yeah, it's just the one thing that's Photoshop is The Ramblings of a Madman. That's Dianetics Dave. Okay, this is Vacation Dave. This is David Miscavige photoshopped onto the picture of the Randy Quaid character from Christmas Vacation. This is Christmas Vacation Dave. Or Vacation Dave. This one's amazing. I use this one for the thumbnail. Sea Org Wars, ages 16 and up. Return of the SPs. And then it's like a action figure you would get when you were a kid, or maybe this is the lunchbox, and it says Hubbard the Hutt religious playset, and it's got Hubbard as Hubbard the Hutt. That's L. Ron Hubbard the Hutt, and then the little squiggly guy that's like Hubbard the Hutt's little pet is David Miscavige, and then it's got Tom Cruise. I guess he's I don't know what character that is. Maybe, I don't know. And then it's got Lou as Obi-Wan. It's got Tommy Davis as one of these alien character guys. And then it's got Blinky McBlinkface. What's that woman's name?
Monique Yingling.
Monique Yingling in the background with the squiggly chin. And then
you
it's
talked
got
about Tommy Davis, right? With the devil.
Tommy Davis is dressed up as like an orc looking fella.
Can I just comment that I love the fact that operating thetans are sold separately?
Yes. Well, we haven't gotten to that part yet, babe.
I know, it's just amazing.
The hookah, the Hubbard the Hutt's hookah is it's got a cool logo on it. So it's a cool branded hookah. And then on the front of this little platform that Hubbard the Hutt's on, it has these little Xenu heads across the whole thing. And then underneath it says Dianetics, and then I can't read that. Here, let me make it giant so I can read it. It says, flaunts or ignores all safety requirements of any standards. And then it says, operating thetans sold separately. And then it says, contents, 2 Sea Org members and 1 prison of the mind with RPF gates. Anyway, this is ridiculous, and it is amazing. And so this is Hubbard the Hutt. Wow, that's a lot of work. This is Dave, the Keebler elf of Scientology, and it has a life-size photorealistic picture of David Miscavige, Scientology boss baby, Keebler elf of Scientology. This one says, oh my goodness. Okay, this one says, many are called, few are chosen. And it has the Love Boat. And it's David Miscavige and Tom Cruise on a inflatable rainbow pony. Unicorn.
That's a unicorn.
Pony unicorn or floaty unicorn. And it says, join the only team on Earth dedicated to making SPs. This one is good. Mm-hmm. Oh, there's some Easter eggs in here too. I don't know. Who's that on the pool? Who's that on the side of the pool? Or is that just the guy that's in the side of the pool?
I don't know.
That could be it. I could be seeing things now. I'm reading things in the leaves here. OT 9 and 10, The Never-Ending Story. And it has David Miscavige riding on that flying giant puppy dog dragon thing. And it says The Never-Ending Story. OT 9 and 10, The Never-Ending Story. That's a good one. Okay, this one is Hemet Police. It's got another one. I got to zoom it out. This
one was called, I think, The Final Blow.
The Final Blow. It's got David Miscavige riding a crazy Dalmatian with a giant bag of money with bills flying out of it. There's
with the IRS running after him.
The IRS guy running after him. The Hemet Police after him. The peacocks are there. There's a UFO with Xenu in it. There's an FBI helicopter. There's another peacock, and then there's a giant going out of business sign on the Cine Castle in the background. This is taken from the highway at the base as somebody was driving by, or they got it off Google. That is amazing. A lot happening in that one. And then slide number 13, SP Cruise Aruba. Oh, I gotta zoom it out again. We got it's got the Free Winds, Scientology's cruise ship. It's got a Dave Miscavige on the forward deck. It's got an L. Ron Hubbard ghost swinging on one of the mast poles. It's got Tom Cruise on a jet ski. It's got Claire rescuing Shelley off the side of the ship into a lifeboat. And then it's got Aaron, Mike Rinder, Bobblehead, and me having drinks on another cruise ship that's looking down onto the Free Winds. Oh my goodness. And it says SPTV Network in the corner. It's got a very cool SPTV Network logo.
Nice.
Okay, so that's SP Cruise Aruba. Excuse me. Okay, this one, what is this? This is a picture of Grant Cardone, who is photoshopped on an image of what I'm pretty sure is from a movie from the 70s called It's called The Jerk with Steve Martin. And he is on the porch of this house where he grew up and he was raised by this family. And he is on the porch playing spoons, and Grant Cardone's face is on Steve Martin. So that's Grant Cardone, the Jerk. Okay, this one is breaking news. Xenu locates Pee Wee Miscavige. He is reportedly licking and tossing crackers at the leader of Scientology. Xenu is licking the crackers and throwing them at David Miscavige. And Xenu is wearing a T-shirt that says "Marc is my homie," and it's a Blown for Good T-shirt. I always say Xenu is my homeboy, and he's saying Marc is my homie. He's eating club crackers. By the way, no one mentioned club crackers yet. Club crackers, gosh, I want to say club crackers are made by Keebler. If David Miscavige is the Keebler king, this might be tying. It might be coming around. We might have figured it out, the connection. David Miscavige is the Keebler king. They make club crackers, which of all the crackers we've mentioned might be the best ones to lick because they have salt and butter. Anyway, this is Cracker Dave. Oh, we've got these AI great. These AI Daves really creep me out. So this one's called David Miscavige Wieners, and it's 2 David Miscavige AI guys that are both holding wieners. And it looks like they've got mustard on them. And one of them's got relish and a bun. That is super spooky. Also, that's another reason I don't like these AI things, is they're all portrait. They're all portrait. Keep it wide, side to side. No. Say no to portrait. Ugh. Another creepy AI Dave. This one's an AI Dave with a teddy bear. Not a fan of these. They really creep me out. They always look. They all look. Don't they all look? They all have the same look. Is that how David Miscavige looks? Maybe that is how he looks.
It's creepy.
It's very creepy. Anyway, okay, this one says, that'll be AI Dave 1 and AI Dave 2. Or you can call it Dave AI Wieners. Anyway, this is, you must be at least 140 centimeters tall to ride. No. And it's got Tom Cruise and David Miscavige, and they're both below that. This is a picture of David Miscavige, and it says, warning, you must be this tall to ride. It's of the same ilk, and it's got David Miscavige in his captain's outfit with his Mickey Mouse ears on. Mickey Wits. And then this one's L. Ron Hubbard, Scientology, A History of Man, and it's got David Miscavige's face put on the ape, on the cover, the homo, whatever they call that guy.
I thought that was a caveman.
Caveman, there you go. Caveman. Dave the Caveman.
Caveman Dave.
Caveman Dave.
Dave in a cave.
Whew, that was a lot. Okay, folks. That was David Miscavige Shoops of the Week. So vote in the comments which ones you liked, which one's your favorite. Yeah, we'll pick a winner next week, and that person will get a bobblehead, a book, bracelet, or what else is there? That's it. That's all we got right now.
That's it for now.
That's it. Thank you, everybody who tuned in. Wow, we went just a little over 2 hours. We got there's about 1,700 people in here right now,
nice.
Which is amazing. Thank you for that,
everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Again, if you want to get a book, go to blownforgood.com. Otherwise, we've got all the links to anything we talked about should be down in the below. I think Claire and I have to add 1 or 2 more things. But
and my interview with Jefferson Hawkins is coming out tomorrow morning. Woohoo!
Yeah, if you hit the subscribe button, you click the bell notification icon, you will get some sort of notification that a video has come out. Sometimes we put out videos during the week, not on Monday or Tuesday, or Wednesday. But usually those are the 3 days. But if we do if we do a live on Saturday on the weekend for the overseas folks, the non-U.S., as Scientology calls the rest of the world. In Scientology, they have U.S. and non-U.S. So all of the non-U.S. folks.
Judgmental much?
Yeah. We usually do those on the weekend. But that's it for now. Thank you very much. Until next time. And here's an outro.